gonna be round my vegetables. I'm gonna chow down my vegetables. I love you most of all, my favorite vegetable.
Dude here on the power of the sun. When you go out in the sun, it's really important that you have adequate protection. And today we're going to find out how you can also use the sun to prepare my solar oven. Let's see, we can go back a little bit. And you can see it's not plugged in. It doesn't take any energy. And if you look carefully, see if I can zoom in here in the oven itself. Here's a close-up of the oven itself. You can look inside and see how the reflectors are all situated around the oven itself. And there's a nice glass piece that keeps all the heat in, and you can see that it's all covered with moisture. That's because the rutabagas that I have been roasting in there all afternoon are starting to give off some of their liquid. I'm going to go ahead and open up the oven now and let you see how you take things out, which is very carefully. Okay, I'm going to position the oven so you can see it a little bit better here now. You always latch the window shut, and you can see here the temperature is about 300 degrees, even though it's a relatively cool day. And the rutabagas have been in here now for about, and I will put them down here and let you have a look. Okay, here we have my nice latex pan. You should have a dark colored cooking pot, and it should have a lid. I take two of these and clothespin them together so that one acts as a lid. And here you can see these yummy, beautiful rutabagas that have been cooked by the sun, and they're in their own juices. Okay, there are some lovely looking rutabagas. When you cook with the sun, it goes very slowly. And that means that you're bringing out all the natural sugars and juices within the veggie. Obviously I washed and peeled these before I chopped them up and put them in here. But let's try one of these and see if it's any good. Well, we know what that's going to be. Oh my God, that is so good. Okay, let's try something besides just vegetables now. We're going to put in this roast into the solar oven, and then later on add some of our veggies to it. Okay, we'll put the lid on it, open the door. Notice the temperature is already up to 350. I'll show you that in just a minute. Temperature here. Look at that. So that old solar oven just cranks on in there. Should be getting up above 350 pretty soon. We'll just leave it in here for a couple hours and then start throwing in the veggies. Alright, we've got our freshly solar cooked sweet potatoes in here. They're extremely soft. Look how easy they mash. So let's spice them up a little bit. A little bit of buttermilk adds some protein and some creaminess to it without very many calories. Adds a little bit of protein too. Buttermilk's really pretty good stuff. I like to put in some butter too, again for the creaminess factor. Put in a little bit of pepper and maybe a little bit of salt. And just for the fun of it, just a little bit of 5 spices just to add a bit of zing. And now, let's mash these puppies up. They're still nice and warm from the solar cooking. But I want to make them into like a nice creamy puree that we can then have as a vegetable with our dinner. fact, the way it's coming out, it would make a real nice topping to some other veggies, maybe some asparagus, or maybe even putting it on top of some nice potatoes or something like that. Very good stuff. Look at that yummy stuff. Solar cooked, completely sustainably cooked. Veggies a couple hours ago, and right now they are perfectly cooked, as you can see with the old fork test. Check them out. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So now all we have to do is see what happened to the steak. Here is the results of solar cooking a T-bone steak, and as you can see, it is like a roast. It is tender, melt in your mouth. I cut this up with a fork, and it is now ready to be consumed. The barbecue sauce has given it its unique barbecue flavor, even though it was cooked by the sun. Now, my poor old Earth flag, like our Mother Earth, has seen better days, has been abused, is kind of tattered and torn, and this probably is the best reason why we need to malama Mother Earth.
And we